I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Genesis Alpha 1 here on the PS4. You can see that we are in a position where we have quite a few merchants nearby. We don't have much in the way of tradable resources. We're kind of still trying to rebuild and restock a little bit. We've got some copper to play around with. We've managed to get some lithium, but we really need to stock up on sulfur. You can see we have 0 turrets, 0 barriers, and while we can now craft 4 more barriers, I want to make sure we've got some turrets in stock before we start pushing out into slightly more dangerous space again. So you can see also we have mechanics kind of just lurking around, very dangerous mechanic swarms just kind of lurking around on the edge of our jump range there. But these 3 systems just around us, if we zoom in a bit here, you can see that we have sulfur in these 3 systems. There's sulfur in here as well, but we can't get into this system because of the cosmic spores. Our shield strength just isn't enough to get in there yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into this system here. You can see that we have sulfur on here, 9 units of sulfur. We have another 12 units of sulfur in the debris field right next door. We also have some iron here on this debris, some lithium, always useful, and 2 sites on this planet, and we have sulfur on this planet, 2 plants and another site as well. So this is a real kind of action-packed little system for us, and that's where we're going to jump to. Try and drain this of some resources, stock back up on turrets, stock back up on barriers, and make sure we're in a good position going forward. So let's first of all get the tractor beam up and running. Just there, get a supply of sulfur coming in. I am also going to get some barriers going as well. So let's drop out 4 more barriers. We're going to head down to the hangar bay. Here we go. In terms of turrets in here, you can see we've got 1 at the back there, 1 here, and nothing else. We don't have any spare turrets in here yet, so we definitely need that extra sulfur. We're going to go and check this planet out first, though. 2 sites on here. We're obviously going along for the ride. Let's check my weaponry. I've got the shotgun. I want to get rid of that and go with the energy rifle. Mix and match my weaponry types. We've got both our crew members here. I'm hoping nobody dies on this on this away mission. We've had a few fatalities really, recently, and it'd be nice to kind of come through this particular one unscathed, as it were. So we've got 2 sites to go looking for while our crew is busy harvesting resources. Is it going to be a cleanish planet to see? Well, we should be able to see stuff on the ground. The haze is going to make it difficult in the spotlight. But we should be okay. There's something over here. Look, we've got a crashed harvester over here.
Accessing archives.
This is the first of our 2 sites.
20%.
Just looking to see if I can see where the other one is. I think there's another crashed... Is that a crashed harvester over there as well?
40%.
That crew's under attack already.
60%.
Do I have any barriers on me? No, and I don't know if we've actually gotten them
80%.
finished either. Something's coming.
Is complete.
Let's crawl. Quite a lot of crawl as well, look. Alright, what have we got? A suit upgrade. Is this a location? It is a location. It'd be nice if we actually collected some of these. We're getting a lot of stuff that's just at locations. Let's just check on the crew. The health of these guys looking like. I'm not seeing them doing a little health power up, so I think they're still alive. Yeah, pretty much full health. If you crawl trying to sneak in, look, we got rid of those. Let's go find that second site. We thought there might be a crashed harvester over here as well. I'm not so sure now. I'm starting to think maybe it was just some change in the scenery. There's the harvester that we've just come from. Just looking to see if I can see anything like a beacon or a monolith or, you know, anything that could be our second site. Oh, here we go. Look, there is a second crashed harvester, just not where we were looking.
20%.
So what can we get from this one? Something really useful, I hope. We still need to
60%.
try and get that second level clone lab up and running so we can start working on
80%.
researching and upgrading our clone types.
All phases complete.
Suit upgrade again. Oh, we actually get this one. Increasing grenade consuming weapon damage by 5%. So useful, but not overly useful at this stage. The harvester is fully loaded, look. 2 bits of lithium, 3 bits of iron by the look of it.
10.
Let's return to the ship.
7. 6.
Get these materials
5,
stashed away.
4. 3. 2.
Then we'll head out to the other planet with the site. And then we'll start letting these guys go out on their own and paying attention to what's coming back. Hopefully we'll have some sulfur beamed in from the tractor beam by that point, and we'll be able to actually have a couple of extra turrets down here in the hangar bay as well. So our next location is going to be here, Aposinol. 5 sulfur, 7 iron, 1 site, and 2 different plants as well. I'm just looking at my plants. You can see we've got 5 hydrochloric plants already. This is going to be number 6, and we've got 1 ammonia plant on there as well. We already have 5 of those as well. So if we need a hydrochloric or an ammonia dome as our next domes, you know, we're already looking in really good shape for those. We do actually know that we are going to need at some point a hydrochloric atmosphere. If we take a look at our Genesis candidates, you can see here we've got 1 KOH, which is a potassium hydroxide, 1 potassium hydroxide planet. We've got 1 oxygen planet needing 19
New
crew,
materials have been refined.
and we've also got 1 planet which requires hydrochloric acid as well in gas form. That needs 30 crew members. I'm pretty sure there was a second KOH planet that we discovered, but we didn't actually manage to scan. You know, we here it is. Look, a KOH Genesis candidate, and that was near actually the other one that we found. So there's 2 planets in very, very close proximity to each other. Ducking down for no reason there. Is our stuff cleared away? It is. So let's launch
Harvester destination set.
down onto this
New
planet,
materials
find
have
out
been
what's on this
refined.
site,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
and who knows, maybe we'll get a really, really nice module. We're still waiting for a decontamination room, actually. It'd be nice if we found that. That would certainly help cut down on some of the need for turrets, although it would push our power consumption up quite a bit. And we would probably still need some turrets anyway. So the effectiveness of decontamination rooms can be negated by just destroying the power nodes inside them. So they're a good short-term measure, but long-term they are susceptible. Right, where's this site? Is that the crew under attack already? Even the flashlight's making no dent on this atmosphere at all. Here we go, we've got a monolith and we've got some ammo boxes as well. Some energy cells.
20%.
And some shells. Sorry, some bullets, I think.
Detected. 40%.
And now we've got something creeping out. It's coming at us from a couple of different angles by the look of it.
60%.
Yeah, there we go. We've got some more crawl coming.
80%. All phases complete.
Let's switch out to the energy rifle, I think. And what have we found here? Mantis alien locations. So again, not amazingly useful at this stage, but if we do get to a point where we want to try and go looking for mantis deliberately to try and unlock higher level DNA samples, then that is something that's definitely going to be, useful. Let's try and grab a bit more sulfur while we're here as well. Here come the bugs. There we go, we got ourselves some more sulfur. If we're quick, we can beat the crew to the last sample. Make sure we're bringing back some more sulfur. There we go, harvester is full. We've got 1, 2, 3. That's a turret, essentially, that we're bringing back with us.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And let's see how much sulfur we've managed to beam in. Probably not that much. I think what tends to happen is that while we're down on the planet, the tractor beam doesn't actually... It kind of pauses until we're back on the ship. So it might be that we've only beamed up 1 or 2 bits. We've got 3 bits beamed up. So enough for a turret. Plus the new sulfur ore that's about to be unloaded off the harvester will give us a second turret. So we've got enough to start construction. Let's just make sure that we haven't picked up any unwanted guests. Barriers down here are okay. Turrets in place still, so they haven't blown out yet. That's good. Didn't see any signs of anything spreading. So I'd say we're pretty good at the moment. Let's just help out, grab a little bit more sulfur. I'd like to go back down there with 2 turrets if I can. And look at that, meta item unlocked, Style Union 2. Traditional steel powerhouse led by German factory, convicted of illegal arms dealership, the corporations, etc, etc, etc. It's us, basically, but we finally unlocked level 2 version of the corporation, which means on a next playthrough, if we wanted to, we could just start with a level 2, which means we'd start with slightly bigger crew, ability to take more artifacts, and more importantly more starting resources as well. I think we had to refine a total of 100 iron for that, I think, if memory serves me correct. That's what the unlock requirement for that was. Let's get these turrets done.
Processing.
There we go. There's 3 crew in here. It shouldn't take very long. By the time we get back and get back to the hangar and just check on things over here, then they should be ready and we can grab those out the back of the harvester. Let's just check on things in here. We've had a breakout here, look. Turrets dealt with that. Barrier looking strong. Everything looking okay in here. Lots of plants in here, look.
Resources collected.
And in here. This is our plant storage. So we're using up almost half of our deposit. Well, if not more than half our deposit just on plants at the moment. That's okay, it's not a bad thing, I suppose. It does make me wonder why plants are kept in the deposit and not put into storage. I suppose it's because, you could potentially get hitchhiking creatures with those, and it's one way to kind of stop that from being an issue. Take a barrier with us as well, so we've got one of those on us at all times. And let's set up these other turrets.
Resource acquired.
So, one there. And one there. This is a bit far forward. Let's pull that back just a little bit. There we go. So we'll send the crew out to finish clearing out these planets. I'm going to send them here first of all, with another plant. But you know, that's 2 trips, 10 items in total, 2 complete total trips. But lots of sulfur that'll come back, which is a good thing. Can we do any kind of upgrading or researching with anything that we have at the moment?
Resources collected.
Do we have enough samples to do any research? Not yet. I don't think we have that for turrets either. Yeah, no samples. Okay, so we can't upgrade anything in here yet. Let's check the clone lab situation. I think Binny still needs allocating to a job as well. We'll have to check that in a second. Yeah, no research that we can carry out on anything. No clones, no abilities. Is Binny unassigned? In fact, I don't think we actually brought Binny back. We've got King unassigned. Oh, King was supposed to be Binny, wasn't he? So we need to go and find King, who's going to be in one of these crew quarters. There he is.
Harvester
Let's
has
grab the
returned.
keyboard.
New materials have been refined.
I think that's Binny's second version. Let me check. Yeah, there we go. Binny V2. Now I need to figure out where to stick Binny. We got something still on board. Oh, this is stuff coming back from the harvester, isn't it? Oh,
Resources collected.
there's a lot of stuff. What hasn't been found yet? Yeah, I had a feeling it might be that. Look, one of those mantids. They just like to hide in that little alcove for some reason and do nothing. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a bug. Well, obviously what we just killed was a bug, but I don't know if the behaviour is a bug. It's not exactly easy to describe bugs when you're talking about, you know, the game bugs and gameplay bugs. How do you differentiate between the two? This bug has a bug. I'm not sure if the movement of this bug is, you know, is bug-like movement or a movement that is buggy. It's like, how do you describe it? How do you make sense of it all? Right, let's get the ship back out, and we'll also try and figure out where we're going to send Binny. Let's take a look at the options here. So we've got 2 out on expeditions. They're both crawl. We need the crawl on those because they're our toughest guys. We could possibly throw Binny into the clone lab. He's an engineer, so that would speed up any clone work that needs to be done in there. I think we've got, what, 3 in the workshop? Let's take Cruz out of the workshop and we'll put Binny in there, I think. So let's head back to the workshop. Have 2 engineers. Well, actually, no, do I really need 3 engineers in there? Just jump on another terminal. Do I have anyone in the greenhouses? No, there's nobody in the greenhouses yet. They're going to be on their own. I'd quite like somebody tough in there. I'm a bit wary of putting Taurus and Bubbles together again. So, yeah, let's put Binny in the workshop, and we'll take Cruz out and put Cruz in the greenhouse. So, go to staff.
Harvester has returned.
Take Cruz
Job
out of here.
dismissed.
Put
Job
Binny
assigned.
in here. There we go.
New materials have been refined.
Oops. There goes Binny, running off to his new job assignment. I'm not sure which one of these is... Ah, this is the right one. Here we go. So, we'll assign
Job assigned.
Cruz in here so that we can add in additional additional plants to boost our atmosphere in here. I don't have any more of the right plant type to further expand this one. What about materials though? Do I have materials for... no, I need 5 aluminium for another biodome, and I only have 2. So, not enough. There goes Cruz. Something else has snuck on board and died. I'm guessing it was something in here. And tractor beam has finished pulling up all of those resources, so that sulfur's all done. Let's attack the next debris field. Let's get some more turrets made.
Processing.
Still getting hostile things flashing on the screen, so I'm guessing that's stuff sneaking out of samples around the deposit. Let's get the crew onto
Harvester destination
planet there.
Set.
Let's double check everything around here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0.
Yeah, all looks good. Check out in here. Yep, something breaking out of a sample there, look. All looks to be quiet around here. I don't even think we've got any materials left that need to be refined anymore. I think we've kind of burnt through them all. Oh no, we have. We have, look, 7 sulfur ore, 2 lithium ore. Let's put a rush on sulfur ore. Oh, they're already working the sulfur first. Okay, so we don't need to do that. We'll leave the rush on platinum. Just in case we ever manage to get hold of some more platinum. We do kind of need to make our way back there at some point to try and get the rest of that platinum. I do want to get more shields up. We only have, is it 1 shield on our ship? There's the harvester returning. Let's just make sure that there's no bugs and stuff on board. Bit of biomass that we missed.
Harvester has returned.
No samples, no DNA. Not surprising, we're in a low danger area and we've kind of already got all the low level stuff, haven't we? So it makes sense that we would just be collecting average materials. Let's take a, now that we know we've got loads of sulfur, or working on sulfur, let's take a look for aluminium in surrounding systems as well. Once we launch this ship, we'll head back to the bridge and start looking at surrounding systems.
Have been refined.
Something else breaking out through there again.
Harvester destination
Harvester
set.
on its way. Do we have aluminium nearby? Looks like we do. Where are we? We're here. We've got aluminium in the next system. How much? 7. And there's a palm as well. That'll be useful. And some niter. More iron, more lithium, and copper. And this merchant is getting closer again. Eisenstein. I'm trying to think, did we ever jump in and meet Eisenstein? I honestly don't remember. I think we did. He's got 2 schemes.
New materials have
We
been
can't jump
refined.
anywhere at the moment because our harvester's out on expedition. But I think I might just jump across, have a look at what he's carrying. We've got tradable resources again now. We've got 16 copper, 21 iron. That's I'm trying to work this out in my head. That's
Harvester has
69 units, I
returned.
think, of tradable resource just among those 2 particular items. So that's quite a bit. Ship has returned. Let's make the jump.
Resources collected.
Warning. Prepare for hyperdrive.
There you can see the planets that we have discovered. Those Genesis candidates up there. We know there's a Genesis candidate, I think, in this system or somewhere around here. No, wait. That's that one there. The other one's up here, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. So we've got the two KOH planets over here. I would like to get a look in that system,
New materials have
so we
been
can actually
refined.
scan that planet. Something to think about. Let's check out the trade screen. There's the beaming station and the shield. We already have the shield. Oh, he's got some gold. I'm trying to think what we will need gold at some point. Do I maybe snaffle a little bit of gold right now? Maybe get 5 units of gold? Might as well. There we go. Actually,
New
it's
materials have been refined.
let's do it that way, because we're going to get a fair bit more iron in this system. We'll snaffle 5 pieces of gold, because it could be useful stuff to have. I would like that beaming station, but we'll unlock it, I think. You know what? Let's get it. Let's get the beaming station as well. So, connections, beaming
Neither
station.
Genesis Command nor my system programmer Dave have provided.
We need gold for
information.
this. Would you know? We're 1 piece of gold short for being able to build a second one. So, let's take another piece of gold from him. There we go. Now we should be able to build 2 beaming stations. Yes, we can. Look, 2 in brackets. So let's put one here. And the other one I want here, next to the hangar, like that. So we've got our turbo lift to one side, the beaming station on the other, and now I can move from one end of the ship very quickly to the other. I have to go in and rename the controls, so I need to go into ship naming, rename this beaming station. Bridge. There we go. And we want to go to that beaming station. And now we want
New
to...
materials have been refined.
Yeah, there's a turbo lift, look. So now we want to rename this one. Let's hangar. And there we go. We've got instant transportation from one end of the ship to the other. Something I've been wanting to do for ages. So glad we got that finally sussed. And we're in the wrong system, aren't we? We jumped out of the system and never jumped back. So let's just use our beaming station. That's what it's for. Ah, that is so much faster. So much faster. Right, let's carry on working where we were. Was it this system we were in? Yes, it was this system, wasn't it? Just got one planet and one debris field to work on, so we'll jump back to here.
Prepare for hyperdrive.
Then we'll move to the right, get that aluminium. Where am I going? Beaming station. Actually, no. We've got to go to the. We'll run through because we've got to restart the tractor beam as well, haven't we? For that one remaining piece of iron. There we go. Something snuck up. Let's get
New
the crew out
materials have
on
been
their
refined.
next mission.
Harvester
There
destination
we go. Again,
set.
10 units, so that's 2 complete trips.
7, 6, 5.
That barrier's getting low. Going to need to replace that soon. Do I have my backup barrier underneath? I do.
Launch sequence
Didn't need one on that side, so there isn't one. That barrier also getting a bit low, 155 left on that one. So we'll have to replace both of those pretty soon. Luckily we've got lithium and we've got barriers now. I've only got one on me, but we have them. Something's come up. That's got to be in the tractor beam. Oh wow, we've got rocks in here. Our turret seems to have run out in here. And we've got bugs as well. Ah, lovely. Acid bugs, no less. You see it burning away. But we've got a couple of DNA samples for the rock. Yeah, our turret that was here is burnt out. And that one is there, but why wasn't that firing? Maybe it was and I didn't notice it.
Harvester. New materials have been refined.
Harvester's returned. Looks like whatever came back is dead already. That's quick. Yep, just a little a little smear of dead bugs on the side there. Get ready to send the ship out one last time, and then we can jump out of this system, having cleaned it out, and move on to the one with aluminium in it.
Access granted.
Gonna grab a couple of bits like that. Something else has come up, either from a sample or from the tractor beam. Whatever it was is dead already. Didn't take long to remove that threat. I want the new Robotniks as well. I want the black Robotnik. So we hopefully will find that at one of our sites pretty soon as well. Right, we can send the harvester out for the final time in this system.
Harvester destination
There it goes.
set.
Check everything in here. Obviously we've finished transporting stuff in here. Yeah, it makes sense to put a turret back in up here, doesn't it? There we go. And again, that's staggered from the one that's already in the other corner, so they won't, or shouldn't, both fail at the same time. So once the harvester returns, we can move on to the next system. Actually go into the ship as well, look. Kind of just see what's going on. It's kind of cool. So yeah, we're waiting. Is it me, or are we just giving our ship Mickey Mouse ears with those engines? We've made some weird twisted Mickey Mouse look. Mickey Mouse with a ship for a face. With the harvester returning. Let's get ourselves back to the hangar pretty quick. Stuck on the wall again, isn't it? Yep. Don't know why they do that. It's only these mantis that do it as well. It's very strange. I don't know why it happens, but something's still alive. Oh, whatever it was is now dead. So that must have been something coming out of a deposit at the same time. Which reminds me, we do have I think a barrier scheduled to collapse in there, don't we? 85, no, that's still okay. That one's at 470, it's fine. Turret, 80 rounds left. We'll have to watch out for that going soon. Everything in there's alright. That's okay. Oh, that turret's even lower. Look, 45 rounds left in that one. So we've got a few turrets that are all about to fail. You have to be very wary of that. But we've cleared out this system. So let's head back to the bridge using our new fast travel system.
New
There we go.
materials have been
Oh,
refined.
the mechanics and the Freeman starting to head our way. That's not good.
Prepare for hyperdrive.
We'll do a quick short jump, one system across, so we don't use any uranium. We do have 11 units and a piece of ore available as well, so there's no immediate rush. But we are going to have to keep an eye out on the Freeman and the mechanics. I wonder if they can both attack us at the same time. That would be interesting. By interesting, I mean
Harvester destination
uncomfortable.
set.
Let's send the ship out. Let's get the tractor beam running as well. What are we looking at? Copper and iron. Let's go for the copper first. More valuable resource. Still trying to decide whether or not to use copper to reinforce the ship, and I'm also giving serious thought to kind of tearing out everything that we've built over here alongside the hangar and putting in the workshop over here. Just completely stripping out this lower section of the ship, scrapping it all and rebuilding everything. Trouble is, we can't transfer the plants from one destroyed deposit to another. So if we destroy the deposit with the plants in them, plants are gone permanently. So that's kind of why I haven't done it yet. We would kind of need to have additional greenhouses, probably one here and one here, to use up those plants. We've got 16 of them in storage. We're about to get some more as well, and so we can't just shut down those deposits and destroy them and move the plants somewhere else, because once the deposit is gone, the plants are destroyed instantly. Any samples that we have in there don't transfer over. It's not like storage, where if you don't have the space, anything left over when you take a storage unit out, it is transferred across to other storage units, and if you don't have enough storage left over, then the surplus is destroyed. With stuff in deposits, you destroy the deposit, everything in there goes permanently. It doesn't get transferred, it just gone. So I don't want to lose 16 plants. That's a lot of plants to lose. It's an awful lot of plants to lose. Which way am I going? The wrong way. There we go. Oh, we've got an infestation, and this is a danger planet. We should have been here when this came back. Oh, we've got an ability sample. Healing, 4 of 10. We've got a first Zeleny 2
Resources
clone
collected.
sample and
New
an
materials
acid
have been
rifle
refined.
sample as well. But I'm now concerned that infestation, that we didn't get all of it, that it spread somewhere else without me knowing. Did it get past me? No, it didn't get past me in here while we were killing it on the surface. It's not underneath here. I don't think it's anywhere it could have jumped to. Maybe we did get it in time. Maybe we're lucky. We've got the palm tree as well. That'll boost our O2 production by 3 instead of 2.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
New materials have been refined.
0. Launch sequence activated.
I do still have a few requests on the crew list, and I am kind of holding off at the moment on adding additional crew members because partly because I can't at the moment. I'm looking to build up my KOH crew. I still have space for 2 more plants, but unfortunately I don't have 2 more KOH plants. So until we get those in, that's 4 crew members that can't be added in yet. I don't want to add in any more oxygen just yet, although we do have that O2 planet, don't we? That needs 19 people. I take a quick trip to the greenhouse. The oxygen one, I think that might be full. It might have space for 1 more plant. It's got space for one more plant. And I do have that palm, so I could put that in. That would
been refined.
add 3 more spaces, but I kind of want to save that for now.
Has returned.
I want to concentrate on getting a KOH crew up, which means we're looking for KOH plants. They're a little bit more pressing. Turret just exploded as we walked in the room. Place that. We've got an infestation spreading. Look. I wonder if that's the same one from earlier, if it's a different one. Weapon rack is full on heavy caliber rounds. Second Zeleny 2 clone sample. This side looks clear, but we had that infestation on the side there, so that might spread through the wall. Because we do have stuff on the other side there. We'll have to go and check that in a second. Everything over here looks clean and clear. Yeah, look, it has spread. I was worried that might happen. Which means it might spread up there as well. There's stuff breaking out from in here. I'm collecting biomass even though we haven't got any space for it. Our tanks are full. Just needs to get it out of the way, doesn't it? We've seen how resilient that... I'm not entirely sure what name for that
new materials have
particular virus is. Look, yeah, I'm seeing the gas. It's trying to come back again. Look, say we know it's resilient. We know it comes back. Oh, wow, look at that. We've gone out the room briefly, and it's already, you know, swarmed in here again.
Resource acquired.
I hate this stuff. It's so tenacious. And it comes back, it's so small when it first comes back. It's tiny little, almost like a mushroom, I suppose. And then, boom, it's big really quickly. Let's just check the next level up. Doesn't appear to be anything up here. Check the lower level. Yeah, lower level's fine. So I doubt it would have gone all the way up to the next level, but we'll check it anyway, just to be on the safe side. And you watch while I'm up here checking out this level, it's going to be spreading like crazy below us.
Materials have been refined.
Yeah, everything up here is fine. We'd see it in the corridor by now if it was going to be up here. Has it spread in the hangar again? No, I think maybe we have actually nailed it all this time. Because those spores hatch humanoid-sized creatures, they don't roam the tunnels underneath us, so we don't have to worry about it appearing down here. But you know, we do get other stuff that, you know, pops in from time to time. The red helix, for example, we've seen the spiders hatching underneath us before. We had 3. I thought it was 2 last time out. I thought we had 2 infestations. It was 3. Because we had the green stuff, which name I don't know. We had the red stuff, which is the helix. We had the spiders as well that were hatching. You know, some of the spiders had managed to get into the tunnels and were breeding and hatching down there. So technically we had 3 separate infestations hitting us all at the same time last time out.
New materials
which
have
was
been
not
refined.
good. And we got that one leftover sample. Look, are we run out of... Are we really that pushed on deposit space? We are. I'm not surprising. We've got 17 plants. That's half. That's more than half of our deposit space used up purely on plants. That's insane. We're running a lot slower in here now than we used to. I think I might have to put Binny back in here, you know. Having a tougher crew member hit down here, in theory, you know, Taurus might have to be relocated. He's tough and he's resilient, but he's thick. It's the unfortunate truth.
materials
Taurus's
have been refined.
clone is a low intelligence clone, so he's just slowing down that whole refining process. Might have to swap him out. Put Biddy back in there. Do I really want to put Biddy and Bubbles back together? I like having the balance of some, engineering smarts and some resilience in that room. I might have to swap him out for a human instead. Someone who's a little bit more intelligent and not quite as tough. More of a balance between the two extremes. We've still got loads of material on that planet. We can't get it yet. Who's in here? Glenn, who's human, and Panetta, who's a crawl. Yeah, let's take Glenn out of here.
Job dismissed.
Who's in the refinery? Taurus. Let's take
Job
Taurus out of the
assigned.
refinery. Put Taurus in here.
Job assigned.
And there we go. We've now got Glenn in here, who's human, so has a higher intelligence rating. And should now speed up how quickly we can process materials in here. Let's just help out a
New
little bit.
materials have been refined.
Oh, yes, the sulfur refine, that was quick. Let's get the next one coming through. We'll do a little bit of refining while we wait for Glenn. In fact, here is Glenn. We'll do one refining anyway,
Resources collected.
just to free up a little bit of space. Waiting on that next sample to come. This is another kind of slow down bottleneck as well, is that we're waiting for that Robotnik, and odds are that's the one that's coming all the way from the workshop rather than from the hangar, which is incredibly frustrating. But because it's an old school Robotnik and not one of the B1s or the P1s, then it just takes a while to get there. There
New
we go.
materials have been refined.
That one's done. And we still have plenty of resources here. We've still got 4 trips just on this planet alone. Then we've got 1 there and 2 trips there as well. So plenty to go in this system. I'm going to continue working away, grabbing stuff from here, and that's where we'll pick up next time out. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob,
Harvester
and I'll be back
destination
with
set.
some more Genesis Alpha 1 here on the PS4
5,
very soon.
4,